Dancing! Hi guys, welcome to a new episode on the channel. Today we will be talking about the human machine. So let's get started. Bap 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 da 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 da. So about the human machine. How is it? Well, you might know about machines. We've used machines for our whole lives to do stuff like this machine to fill stuff up. This is a prototype, by the way. Yeah, and even complex systems of levers that can actually help us create stuff in this world. A lot of people always make stuff portable and now smaller days. Nowadays, smaller is actually, long ago people thought that the larger the material, the smaller it actually can be. Turns out nowadays when we make stuff, the smaller the device, the better it is, the smarter it is. That is amazing. We always thought that bigness is a thing and that it's important to all crucial stuff, including intelligence. A mice is not intelligent that much because of its small brain. The hamsters are intelligent because of its small brain. And then what happens is that there is a lot that can happen in this world. Just how we make simple machines to help us with stuff and how we make some models. We might even be able to find out stuff about, well, I think you guessed it, about the human machine itself. So let's say these things are the eyes. Let's use this as an entryway into the human machine. Let's say that these two grayish things are the eyes. The white parts are like the white parts of the eye, while these dark parts are like the iris. And then this, like the totem poles in Machu Picchu, no, not Machu Picchu, like Easter Island, like this nose, and then there is the mouth. So let's say he starts eating, or better yet, how about we just use this robot? So since this is a toy robot, we can just learn more about this guy then. So this is the mouth. Let's say he starts eating. And then what happens is that inside the entry point, there is a good thing. We're going to talk about the digestive system here. So the food goes inside him. It starts inside here, which this place has something called the esophagus. And then the esophagus is like the food tube. Usually food stays there for like about 8 or more seconds. And then it lands somewhere in here where the on button is for this robot. And that's the stomach, where it stays there for about 18 hours. Then it goes through the small intestine. And stays there for about 2 hours. And then finally through the large intestine, it stays there about like the rest of the hours, 4 hours. It goes through the opposite way. The small intestine has 4 hours inside, while the large intestine has 2 hours. So what's the difference between so this robot is asking, what's the difference between a small intestine and a large intestine? Well, the difference is how they look. First of all, the small intestine should be called the large intestine because first of all, it's big. It's like about, if you could stretch the small intestine, then it would actually be taller than your house. You would have to be taller than your average house. And then later, it would also be able to stretch part way through the neighborhood. And that's long. And then about the large intestine. It's supposed to be called the small intestine because it's actually shorter than the small intestine. The long intestine takes out all the excess water still inside there from the waste products, which we like to call it as poop. And then what happens is this. Once it's done, they go to the bathroom after 24 hours of eating, and then they sit down and start giving out the waste material. So yeah, this is where the human machine comes in. Humans are like machines, and usually when we dialogue stuff, we actually put in some human machines here. Humans are actually trying to merge robots or machines with humans now, so that they can control robots like this one with just the sake of a moment. But we will have to wait until we find a way to go outstanding the control by using just the brain. So yeah. This is where I'll end this episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next episode. Shunhan out. Peace.